Morning guys, it's finally here. We're on the long planned for North Coast 500 in Scotland trip. As you can see, the weather's not fantastic. However, I think we're going to be lucky and dodge the showers. I think the weather gods are going to be lucky, hopefully. Well, it's been 2-3 years since I've actually done the North Coast 500, and there's been a lot of reports of increased traffic, bad road conditions, bad road surfaces, so we're going to find out over the next few days whether it still holds its arguably the best road trip in UK title. We're going to be doing roughly 1300 miles across some of the best roads that Scotland's got to offer. So in front of us we've got Paul on a BMW F800 ST, I think it is, and Jamie's on Multistrada B4, and Keith is bringing up the rear on his trusty Honda CrossTourer. Oh, there we go, there's the bridge in the distance, just looming through the cloud and the mist. The old fourth rail bridge. This obviously is the newer bridge. Quite a feat of engineering. So at least if we're on the most boring road in Scotland we could see some scenery, but as you can see there's so much low cloud you can't see a bloody thing. Right, this is the Glenshee road, so finally we're on some decent roads again. So the weather's not fantastic, as you can see, still low cloud, road's a bit wet. It's not actually raining, but certainly plenty of moisture in the air itself. I think once we get onto the top near the ski centre we're going to stop. There's a cafe up there, so we're going to stop and have a brew. Stunning road in the dry. It's a bit hairy in the wet. I think that's probably more in my mind than these tyres have got far more grip than I give them credit for. We're starting to get some views because the cloud's lifting. Hooray! Typical Scottish weather. Well, it would be if it was raining harder. What a road. This would be an absolute joy on a dry day. Pretty good when it's wet. Good there, although I abstained. I had too much breakfast this morning. Highly recommended though, nice little place to stop, very friendly ladies who run the place. Well, as you can see the road's still very wet, although like I say, this weather does seem to be lifting. It's definitely a bit brighter now, although that's not looking good, is it, up there? Looks like we're going to hit some weather. Well, we've got 200 miles left to get to Wick for the overnight stop. So the next place we're really going to hit is going to be Braemar, I think. And then after that, pretty much Inverness. So far, the traffic has been very minimal. Having said that, we're not even on the North Coast 500 yet. We've got about 100 miles before we even actually start on the route. I have to say though, I do like Scotland when it looks mean and moody like this. Very dramatic, very sullen and brooding. It's always impressive, whatever the weather. stunning over there. Get that for a view. As beautiful as Scotland is when it's sunny, I think when it's like this it is equally magnificent. You know, the cloud-topped mountains. I think throughout this next few days you're going to get fed up of hearing the words "look at that" and "wow, look how this looks stunning." Hey, clear skies up ahead. Come on. Our first motorhome of the week. My camper van. No matter how many times I come to Scotland, it always gets me how absolutely stunning this place is. Look at that. Yeah, I think when it comes to scenery, Scotland just has volume and quantity and quality. Being in the trees here makes it feel a lot faster than it actually is. Certainly faster than that wide open space coming down from Glenshee. And we've got actual sunshine up front, somewhere up ahead. Hopefully we can catch up with it. Nearly went for it then. As what? Fantastic that, wasn't it? Yeah, coming down from Glenshee, as soon as the road turned dry then, it was just awesome. You'll enjoy that. It's weird, a lot of bikers seem to wave rather than nod around here. I don't know whether that's a Scottish thing or whether I didn't notice whether they were UK riders or not. Given what these roads are like, I think I'd rather keep both hands on the bars. Just nod if I can. I recommend to anyone, if you're coming up to do the North Coast 500, coming up from the south, don't bother with the A9. Just come up through the Cairngorms, up past Glenshee. Absolutely fantastic. As good as the North Coast 500 is, this is a pretty good start to the trip. This is a great little road, but it's definitely not one to go too fast on. Beautiful scenery as well. Well, this road just keeps getting better and better. That's not a bad view, is it? Can take my eyes off the road for a sec. Oh, that was bumpy. Very nice. What a view! I'm going to keep saying it. It just gets staggering. Look at this, blue skies, dry roads. It doesn't get much better than this. The mountains in the distance there, still with a bit of snow on them. Absolutely awesome. Too fast for this, but this is what we came for. Let's hope we get more of it. The camera off. If I could just keep running and running it, I would do. But I've got 5 more days to try and get some more footage of, and I know that the very far north and west of Scotland gets even better than this, way better. But this is phenomenal. That is a view. The GoPro probably doesn't do it any justice at all, but that is stretching out way into the distance. Look at that for brooding and majestic, dramatic. Hope the camera's picking that up. With his highway pegs, pretending to be a Harley Davidson rider. Paul following suit. Tailing Charlie for a change. Well, we're on the A9 now, approaching Inverness. Another road full of average speed cameras. Luckily, this is a dual carriageway section, so it's at 70 mile an hour. So it's good. 116 miles left to go, and about 15-16 miles to Inverness, where we're going to have a stop. Most of the journey we've been alright, weather wise it's not been bad at all. It looks like it's improving the further north we go. So this next stretch is the part where a lot of people think it's quite boring and you could cut out the sort of eastern side of the North Coast 500 and the John O'Groats corner. And to be fair, they've probably got a point. It's not the most exciting or inspiring part of the route, but it is pretty good. It's a decent road, it's well surfaced, it's quick. There's a lot of nice, gentle, easy swinging bends. So it's actually quite a nice stretch to ride. I always compare it to riding through the Shire in Lord of the Rings. It's quite gentle, green, rolling hills. Quite pleasant really, but like I say, it just doesn't have that rugged sort of dynamism of the north and the west, and that more sort of rugged coastline. Anyway, hopefully I'll get a bit of filming once we get past Inverness, and you shall see for yourselves. This of Inverness, which is the official start of the North Coast 500. I think we're all getting a bit tired and need a rest, so we're going to find somewhere to stop off.